Thank you, Toastmaster. In the peaceful suburbs of a small town in London lives an elderly couple, Ian and Michelle. They have been married for 20 years and in love since they were 18. Ian works as a fencer, while Michelle volunteers for the disabled. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
Let us go back in the sands of time about 30 years back when Michelle was 22, a beautiful, vivacious girl. She was the apple of her parents' eyes. She was in deep love with a handsome, adorable neighborhood boy, Ian, who was 21. They were like any other young couple, fighting and arguing for the silliest of the reasons, yet always seemed together for even the smallest of the errands. When Michelle graduated from her college, she was like a dog with two tails. Such exemplary were her results. So, on a sprawling Saturday evening, she went out for a celebration with her friends. They all were having a gala time, frolicking happy cheers and jeers. As they rode back, in split second, one of the bike riders lost control and crashed on the roadside. Michelle was on that bike. She suffered heavy head injuries. She was rushed to the hospital. Ian and her parents were informed and their hearts sank. Michelle was under treatment for more than a week. Fortunately, she recovered very well. And within a few months, Michelle was back to her high-spirited self. She even got herself a job in a solicitor's firm. She became everyone's pet. At the same time, her love relationship with Ian was blooming. Ian had also got himself a job and was earning a handsome salary. Ian proposed to Michelle, expressing his truest love and wishing to marry her. They started contemplating on tying the knot soon. But destiny had something else in store. On an ill-fated day in 1990, Michelle was involved in a car accident. This time, her brain injuries were much more significant. Her treatments began, doctor visits became like a routine for her. But it was her vigorous willpower that kept her going. She tried her best to regain a normal life. Sadly, her condition deteriorated. By 1993, she started suffering fits. She became absent-minded, leaving things like a tea bag in the fridge. Her work started getting impacted. One day, she was found photocopying the same document all day. Those were initial signs of an impending memory loss for Michelle. She was fired from her work that day. The only ray of hope in her life at this time was Ian. Ian was by her side in all these tribulations. All he wanted was to be with her, care for her till eternity. So, on an auspicious day, the sacred union happened. Ian married the love of his life. The next morning, Ian, what are you doing here? Asked a confused Michelle, and she saw Ian by her side. In a few moments, the world came crashing down upon Ian as he realized that Michelle had no memory of their marriage. He had a tough time explaining and helping her recall their marriage. He took her to the hospital. She was diagnosed with anterograde amnesia. a condition that inhibits the brain's ability to record new memories. The next morning was no different. Michelle didn't know why Ian was there. Ian took her hands, looked into her eyes, calmed her down, and made her recall the times of their dating and finally their marriage. Ian got their wedding album printed at the earliest so that he could use it as proofs, because he had to convince her every morning that they were husband and wife. Michelle remembered everything until 1994, but nothing after that. Every morning she woke up believing it's 1994. It's like when she slept, her memory reset itself, like the day before had never happened. Every day she believes that Bill Clinton is still the president, and Forrest Gump is the movie which everyone is flocking to see. In 2005, she underwent a major operation to remove dead brain cells, but alas, her short-term memory couldn't be restored. Today, Ian hangs up hundreds of post-it notes so that Michelle can remember her appointments. He calls her up and gives her constant reminders so that she can cope with her day. Once Ian and Michelle appeared on the UK Mirror, Michelle said, "I know my memory is gone. I know I can't have my old life back. My house becomes my prison and it's depressing sometimes. It's like I'm living the same day, day after day." Yet, my dear friends, brave Michelle sees benefits in her condition. She doesn't find any joke to be repeated. For her, every TV serial is interesting. She rediscovers everything that has happened every day and falls in love with Ian over and over again. At the same time, Ian says, "The key to my successful marriage is patience. All I have to do is be patient and make sure she writes everything down." This incredible couple has still been upbeat and positive about their marriage. And they say, you get used to it. They have given meaning to their marital vows, together in sickness and health. Michelle's memory may reset and she might forget everything. But Ian's love resets itself only to love her